Story title: The Journey of Little Cloud. Once upon a time, high in the sky, there was a little cloud named Fluffy. Fluffy was a very small cloud, and she was very light and soft. She floated in the big blue sky, gently swaying from side to side. The sun smiled at her, and the birds sang songs as they flew by. Fluffy loved to watch the world below her. One day, Fluffy noticed that all the other clouds were moving together. They were forming a big, white blanket across the sky. Fluffy wanted to join them, but she didn't know how. She was small and didn't move very fast. She watched as the big clouds floated away. Fluffy felt a little sad. Why am I so small? She wondered. I want to be big like the other clouds. I want to go on adventures and see the world. As Fluffy floated alone in the sky, she saw a little bird flying by. The bird had bright yellow feathers and a cheerful chirp. The bird noticed Fluffy and flew closer. "Hello, little cloud," said the bird. "Why do you look so sad?" Fluffy sighed. "I'm sad because I'm small and I can't join the other clouds. They're going on a big adventure, and I'm all alone." The bird smiled kindly. "Don't worry, little cloud. You may be small, but you have a big heart. Sometimes, the smallest clouds can do the most amazing things." Fluffy thought about what the bird said. She watched the big clouds as they moved across the sky. Suddenly, she had an idea. "Maybe I can go on my own adventure," she thought. "I don't have to be big to see the world." With that thought, Fluffy decided to explore the sky. She floated over tall mountains and deep valleys. She drifted above forests with tall trees and over rivers that sparkled in the sunlight. Everywhere she went, Fluffy saw new and wonderful things. As Fluffy traveled, she met many other small clouds. Some were white and fluffy like her, while others were gray and heavy. They all had their own stories to tell. Fluffy realized that there were many clouds like her, and they all had their own adventures. One day, while floating over a small village, Fluffy noticed that the ground below was very dry. The grass was brown, and the flowers were drooping. The people in the village looked up at the sky and hoped for rain, but the big clouds were far away. Fluffy felt a flutter in her heart. "Maybe I can help," she thought. "Maybe I can bring rain to this village." Fluffy closed her eyes and thought about all the wonderful things she had seen on her journey. She thought about the tall mountains, the deep valleys, the forests, and the rivers. She thought about the people in the village and how much they needed rain. As she thought, Fluffy began to feel a change inside her. She felt heavier, and soon, tiny drops of water began to form on her fluffy sides. Before she knew it, Fluffy was raining. Little drops of water fell from her and splashed on the dry ground below. The people in the village cheered as the rain fell. The grass turned green, and the flowers lifted their heads. The rivers filled with water, and the trees stood tall and strong. Fluffy had saved the day. When the rain stopped, Fluffy felt very happy. She had done something important, even though she was small. She looked around and saw that other small clouds had joined her. They had all helped to bring rain to the village. From that day on, Fluffy was never sad about being small. She knew that even a little cloud could do big things. She continued to explore the sky, meeting new friends and going on many more adventures. And so, Fluffy floated happily ever after, knowing that she was just the right size to make a difference in the world.